you're welcome. You're welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Judy Mirona, and we are here to bring you up to speed things concerning business management, could be things concerning social, economic. So everywhere we rotate around, but just know you're fully covered when you're watching the show. It's Hard Talk, and we're always here with Miss Alice Kansime. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Julie.
Say hello to the viewer.
Hello viewers, you're welcome to the show. This is your show. I know you're going to love it as usual. It's usually talking about us and the daily decisions we make in life. So I'm sure you'll love it.
Yeah. Nice to have you. You're smart. First a compliment. Well, it's Hard Talk, and it's proudly brought to you by Destiny Production. Destiny Production does so many things. So once you reach here at our offices, just know you're going to be catered for. We do, just in case you have any weddings, introduction ceremonies, and you don't have anyone, any service provider, just know that Destiny Production can actually give you those services at a cheaper price ever. So contact them, please. The number is just right down on our screen. Contact them and talk to them, make appointments. Twina PA system. System where you a batch sawe chidamba. So ino mukolo ogwenjawulo and you want oyagala kumizindalo emirungi era jangu ku Destiny Production. Tusangibwa Kisaasi. Oba tukubira ku masimu ago ne tusobola okwogerako naawe. Ye nituteesa kubanga we are here to give you the best services ever. Gwe tugezeeko just one day like this. Ojja kuba okola naffe for all the rest of the days. Pre-weddings. Kuba kuchala. Then birthday parties, baby showers, abachala nga wetegekera okuzaala. Jangu ku Destiny Production tukwatire ekifaananyi crystal clear ekyomulembe ekirabika obulungi kigenda okubeera in your memories forever. Well, this is Hard Talk, and we are here to talk about day-to-day things that happen in our life, and today we don't want to hesitate but talk about lifestyle. What is lifestyle? Well, lifestyle are the interests, opinions, behaviors or behavior-oriented, behavior-oriented of an individual, a group of people or culture. So how you live, it's your lifestyle. That's what we're going to talk about with Alice Kansime, and we're going to dig deeper and try to get to know what is lifestyle and how does it impact in our day-to-day life. So Alice, tell us, how would you define a healthy lifestyle for a young person today?
Wonderful, healthy lifestyle. You know, when you say young, 80% of Uganda's population
are the youth.
Below the age of between 18 and 30 years. 35. So that is, that's a huge percentage of Uganda's population. That's why you see the drive, the biggest part of lifestyle is being determined now by the youth because they're the biggest part of the population. Yes. So a healthy lifestyle, these are decisions that we make on a daily basis that impact positively on our destiny, on the future of your individual life. So when we talk about healthy, it means the impact is positive, it is constructive, it is leading you to your target, to whatever you would love to be in future.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. In your opinion, what are the most significant lifestyle choices that impact the youth today?
Very good question. The choices that people make. You can choose to go and add value to yourself by going to school. That's a very nice choice. You can go for skilling and build the talent that you have, because everyone has something they are very good at. But it takes time for you to discover who you are, what are you good at, and then you also building the things that help you to improve on what you're good at, so that you're able to make it better.
Okay.
So some of those choices, you also have to be able to know, who am I? in the midst of this 80% population, who are my friends? What is the neighborhood that I'm in?
Yes.
Have you heard people who say, ha, oyo bwaba yakulira mu ghetto n'emize jibaja ghetto wekitegeera oyo bwaba yakulira mu family eri decent n'engeri gye yeeyisa ebeera decent. Why? Because there is an attitude that where you grow, the lifestyle in which you grow impacts on your character and behavior at one point in life. So when we're making choices, you can choose to go to school, you can choose to develop yourself, you can choose to add value, you can choose to be good even when the whole environment is bad.
Okay. I like that.
Hey, you can choose to grow in a ghetto.
It's a lifestyle you choose.
It's the lifestyle choices that you make as an individual.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you think social media influences the lifestyle choices of young people?
Social media. You know, there is a lot of everything is on social media. The good, the bad, the lies, the truth, everything is in there. So young people or everybody, you need to sieve what you get from social media. Not everything that is thrown there is for your consumption. Not everything is beneficial to you. Some things are just for knowledge and you leave them. Others, if they are not beneficial. So the ability for you to choose what is useful to you in a crowd of junk information is also a very good skill that helps you to make a very good lifestyle.
How do you come to sieve? How? I mean, I just imagine checking on your feed and then you have too much to consume in there.
Yes.
And you think everything is very useful. How can someone try to, scrutinize which kind of information is beneficial to them and this is not? And how do you get to know that this is not actually beneficial to you? Because you might not want it right now or non-useful, and then after like 2 or 3 years, the information that you try to push or to rubbish comes back as a recycle, that it's what you're supposed to consume at the time to save you.
Very good question, Julie. You know, let me give an example. Young people spend a big percentage of their income on data. Do you know that?
Yes.
And what are they getting? Football, pornographic movies. That's the biggest chunk of the time. And if you realize, it's not something that is adding to their individual life. If you don't have capital and you're looking maybe for 100,000 to be able to buy something beneficial or buy something that you can use to be able to help you, or maybe buy a book or maybe buy something useful. You can spend that 100,000 just blowing data, and you're just watching things that
you're watching a movie.
And watching and living there. You're watching a movie. What is the newest movie that has come? Did you see how Ronaldo scored this goal? Who is the latest tennis player? Basically, you're completely out of the world. You're watching love movies, because young people are still excited. The body is all over the place. The energies are way too high. So they enjoy those love movies. But even the representation of love in those movies is far from reality. It's far from what you encounter on a daily basis. So for you, you want the love you saw in the other Telemundo. It's not even existent. So you find that what social media presents and what is actually on the ground on our day-to-day life, there is a big variance. So it takes some level of wisdom for you to know that the time I'm going to switch on my phone, I am specifically going to be looking for how to start a business.
Okay.
That's the information I want to look for, because I have I want to start a business. That is what I'm longing for. So when I switch on, I'm going to look for how to start a business. Someone who is tutoring on it. All information is there. And you specifically look for that because it is in line with something beneficial that you want to do.
Wow, I like that. Thank you so much. What role does physical activity play in the daily life of today's youth, and why is it important?
Excellent. Physical. You know, young people, we have a lot of power. We have a lot of energy. You need to be able to dispense it. Otherwise, if you don't dispense it productively, you can end up dispensing it negatively. So when it comes to physical energy, one, it keeps your mind healthy. It keeps your body healthy. It also helps you to be able to have, to manage your life. You learn to interact with others, because sometimes physical activity is not good when you're alone. It's good when you're like in a team of others. Maybe it's a team, a football team on the village, and you're all interacting with your colleagues. And through that teamwork, through that football, physical activity, you're learning so many other skills. You're learning how to manage anger. You're learning how to share the ball with others. You're not the one going to score the goal from one goal to another. So the physical activity, it is a sport. But the activities themselves are building you skills. You're learning how to make a decision. Mwe pasi oba ntebe. Ochitegedde ba defense nga banji. Let me pass the ball to somebody else. You're learning how to work with others. You're learning how to score the goal, because together as a team you want to score the goal. So the physical activity, the skills that you get in the physical activity also help you to be able to make very good choices in life that helps you to live a better life.
Wow, that's beautiful. Well, can you explain how lifestyle factors, of course, lifestyle factors contribute to mental health issues in youth today?
Wonderful. Lifestyle factors and mental health, the two feed into each other. If your lifestyle is good, the state of your mind is going to be very good. If your lifestyle is bad and compromised, the state of your health is also going to be the same way. So, if the group of friends I have are banging enjoy and they are smoking shisha and they are always high, they are never sober, they are always in hangover, you know, that has a direct effect on their mental health state. Because by the time the hangover is gone, the hours are spent and years are moving, they are not seated waiting for you to get back into your normal state. Years are passing by. People are developing, others are discovering, people are doing innovations. You're busy in your lousy lifestyle and going nowhere, year in, year out. So by the time you wake up and say, my age mates are doing this, you get, years have already passed by and there are some things we can never do at particular stages in life. So right now it's very good for you to make very good choices, for you to be able to decide what do you want to do. How do I live a life that helps me to achieve what I want to be? I'm sure, Julie, you want to be a wonderful journalist someday. Imagine now you start drinking and they found you lying on the road and the community is the one carrying, Julie mumutwale, yagunywedde yasuze ku kkubo. The next time Julie comes on a very nice and educative show, what are people's perception going to be about you on that show? After seeing you in a trench and carrying you in the morning to your... So even your lifestyle, the way you conduct yourself, the decisions you make on a daily, they will also impact on you. You're supposed to be ready for the show. You're supposed to be sober in the morning, but you have a hangover of yesterday. How are you going to think straight? All these things. Maybe even when you were drunk, unfortunately, you were in the bar, you were drinking, things happened, people took advantage of you because they know when Julie is sober, Julie is pregnant, she doesn't even know the father of the child because it was maybe a group and they are your friends, you don't know who is who. How does that impact on you now? This child who is going, basically at the end of the day, what will be the state of your mind as Judy in all that mess? Will you be comfortable?
No.
Exactly. So you see how lifestyle is impacting on the state of your mental health.
Wow, that's beautiful. Let's talk about dietary habits now. Yes, in dietary habits among young people, can dietary affect their overall health and well-being?
Excellently, very much so. Diet are the things we eat on a daily. You know, if you don't eat food the right way, you will eat medicine the hard way to be able to counter.
I do get
You'd rather eat well and live well than wait when they put you on direct medication to impact the effect of bad food. So eat your way into good health and you will avoid medication. Otherwise, when they put you on medication forcefully and you have to pay painfully, and this time you will be disciplined. So why not do it now? Why not eat? It's not about eating a full bowl of food and you get satisfied.
That's what Africans do.
Yes, that's what we are used to. Even when they are going for functions, they are like, so it's not about the quantity of the food. It's about you've eaten something small, but is it what the nutrients, that's the nutrients that the body needs at that time.
Okay.
And there's someone will eat a banana and an egg and a glass of juice. And they are healthy. Go otadeka kaunga, otadeko kasoli, otadeko mukene, otadeko akalo, basically you have starched your body. Even the plate is falling. You're not even looking at the balancing of the diet. And that's why we are getting a generation of obese people. Okay. Do you realize most of the people in outside countries are struggling with obesity? Do you realize that sicknesses are being transported into Africa? We didn't have sicknesses of obesity before. Where have we gone wrong? They're eating everything. Who said everything should be fried? People of long ago, you were living long. Were they frying everything they were eating?
No, really.
How were they cooking? How were they eating? What was their lifestyle? What was their dieting that is different from ours? Because people are dying so young in our generation. Why? Why are people not living long? It comes back to our diet.
Okay.
What do you eat every day? Can you make it intentional to eat what is healthy?
But I remember when I was in school, I would love to be as small as my friend. Yes, I wasn't that big, but a tiny person. I would admire tiny people very much. And I knew there was only one way to get the body is to starve myself. So I wasn't eating my lunch, neither supper, but I do take some small juice and all that, and I became very skinny. How does that affect someone?
And when you were skinny, were you healthy?
I was, but I was too small. Too small.
But were you eating right?
I wasn't eating right because I was skipping my supper. I wouldn't eat my supper, and my lunch was very, very small.
Eating small food is not what makes you small. You were actually starving yourself.
Exactly.
Yes, and that is not healthy. It's not healthy for you to starve yourself. You'd rather eat something small at different intervals in time, but you're eating what is appropriate for your body than starving yourself.
Okay.
But once in a while, it's very good to fast. The season when people are fasting, health records show. Even last year, the statistics of Ministry of Health, it showed that the season when Christians and Muslims are fasting, those are the seasons when they have less health complications in hospitals and medical places.
Really?
The records, yes, that's what the records are showing. So meaning fasting and praying, there is a way it enhances your life, your lifestyle in a much better way, because your spirituality keeps you to avoid evil. Then also the feeding, you're away from toxins, you're away from cooking oil, you're away from the unhealthy foods. Meaning, the more we eat, sometimes because we're not eating well, the more we intoxicate the body.
Okay.
So meaning when we stay away from food, the body like gains back its natural form and you become more and more healthy. Do you know you can survive on water for a whole 2 weeks without dying?
2 weeks? I thought a day. Oh,
2 weeks.
Come on.
Without dying, and you're taking water. And people are only eating one meal this season, like of fasting and praying. People eat one meal. So meaning they have avoided breakfast, they have avoided lunch, they're only eating supper. So, and yet they are going to come out more healthy, and yet the body is also better and with less toxins, because they are all flushed out. So what does that mean? It means that even when you come out of the fasting, be intentional about what you want to eat and what you want to avoid. If you've noticed the trend in Uganda right now, people rush in the morning without eating breakfast. They run to work. They have to be on time. And breakfast is the most important meal medically.
Really?
Yes, because it mind boosts your day. It puts the brain in its position for you to be able to start your day in a good mood and in good health. So breakfast is the most important meal. It should be the biggest meal. Lunch should be smaller, and dinner should even be much, much smaller. Okay. But people don't take breakfast. They are running to work.
They skip it.
They skip it. Then they will wait for lunch and grab a bite. You know, a snack. That is if you have even a nice place where to get a decent snack. If you realize the things we've talked about, chapati, muwogo, those fast things to get, they are all cooking oil. Then they will be like, but when it's evening time, it is hush program. Parents are from work. They are running to pick children from school. By the time they reach home, they are tired. So they are forced to buy junk food. Chips. You see, even the full day, you haven't eaten a full meal. Have you ever asked yourself sometimes, like real food? Chari chikubaddeko olya mandazi nyeddeyo ka juice bichi, basically tolidde mmere yennyini, a real decent meal. It means the lifestyle is affecting your decision. That dieting is not healthy. It's not good at all. Chivalaba abaana abali ku chips all the time. Abaana bagezi, abaana b'ennaku zino banene.
But anyway, before we proceed to another question, I've seen many who fast but eat a lot. There is really a lot on their platter, and you ask yourself where they fast. Sorry, Muslims. Anyway, going ahead, let me talk.
But in that case, the body will only pick what it needs, and the rest will be flushed out. So the body will only pick a small portion what it needs.
Okay, let's talk about stress management. How do you think stress management techniques can be integrated into daily life of a young person?
Wonderful. When you make good decisions, you realize that you'll be less stressed. Do you notice? When you're with the right friends, and they say, lelo tugende tuchikubire kwa Anjenwa, and you're like, today I'm not going to go. I want to remain home because I saw an application and I really feel I need to put in my CV. You have made a good decision. So when you make a good decision, tomorrow morning, when you beat that deadline, and maybe it's a job and maybe it's something and you're supposed to be there, you'll be on time for it because you didn't spend your hours. Maybe it's in the night and you're coming back and you're feeling sleepy and the time for the interview passes you. So those small milestones that you achieve on a daily, at the end of the day, they together contribute to your success.
Okay.
And when you're successful, you will have less stress as an individual. But when you keep failing, you didn't beat a deadline for a job. Because you didn't get the job, you have no income. Because you have no income, rent is on your case. With the rent, not only rent, you have not yet even eaten. You've not eaten, the child has not gone to school. All the factors are going to come into play, and before you know it, whether you want it or not, you will be stressed. So it's very good for us on a daily to be able to set small goals, to be able to achieve those small milestones every day. They will help to relieve the stress because you will be able to achieve success is not one amalgamated thing. It is a combination of small milestones that you keep achieving in small things, daily activities of life.
Okay, beautiful. What is the impact of sleep habits? What is the impact of sleep habits on the lifestyle and productivity of a young individual? You know how they love to sleep, resting and all that.
Yeah, young people love to sleep. And there are some who are even workaholics. They don't want to sleep. Anyway, it's very good for any human being to strike a balance. They tell us at least between 5 to 8 hours, depending on your body. You will feel, there are times you will feel, Julie, and you can't fight sleep. When it comes, it has come. That's why they tell drivers, park on the road, take a nap. Because when the sleep comes, the vision will be blurred. So the way sleep is medicine in itself. Sleep is also like happiness. It's like smiling, having good friends around you. When you have constructive people around you, it helps a lot in managing your life much better because you can laugh with them. You need to have people who make you laugh. You can't meet people every time on tension. Judy, everything is bad. Judy chali kola ko chirungi. Obulambo jibona no buteka ku tension, omutima ne gumwesiba, nabira n'emitafu, n'akaddiwa nga akyali muto. But once in a while, meet your friends, laugh over everything and anything, you know. Talk about it. Talk about the things that stress you. Someone will be like, you know what, Alice, I've managed that before. Do you know that I had this? Do you know that that's when you get to know, that's when you get to know your friends who have successfully done nice things. And you're like, For example, I have my friend Mia. She has a wonderful success story, which I did not know about. And when I got to know about it, I was like, wow, that is a very good story. We used to work with children with special needs. And I was like, this is something that parents need to know. There's so many parents who are struggling. And they do not know that another parent somewhere has successfully beat what they are struggling with. How will you get to know if you don't have healthy people to share constructive information with them? And all that sharing, all that communication, all that positive vibe, not the other. Vibe can be positive, it can be negative. That is positive vibe. You're conversing with your friends, you're living life. This is your lifestyle, but your conversation is constructive in a way that it is contributing to your success and your stress management. Wow. So when you add sleep, sleep is medicine, sun is medicine. Once in a while you sleep. They're not this sun of Sam, Nana, Mwenda. But that morning sun, even children, when they are born, sometimes they tell them, take them out of the house and put them in the sun. You know that Kawan, that vitamin D sun, that is very good. Sunshine is very good. Fresh air, just being in a place that is not polluted. Solitude, once in a while, sit as Julie and ask yourself, Julie, what do I want to be? How are my friends helping me achieve my goal? You know, all those things. So sleep is amongst the things that we cannot buy with money, but they are very essential for the well-being, for the state of our mind. Yeah. A healthy body with a healthy mind.
I have one time met a few of my friends and they weren't able to open up what they're going through, claiming that if at all I don't trust myself, how will I trust you, my friend? It was just a disclaimer. I brought it just because you say that you can sit and share so many things that are very constructive.
But you know, it's not all friends. You choose also. I am sure in your heart of hearts, Julie, there are some friends you can also be like, oh no, but this one, if I sit with Mia, we are going to talk about business, we are going to have connections, we are going to do this, you know, you also know that. Yes. So when it depends also on, that's the friends that you choose. Let them be in line with the goal that you want to achieve.
All right. How has the rise of technology and digital devices changed in the way that youth engage in physical activities?
Yeah, technology is the way to go now. Everything is going digital. Business is digital. Young people are always on the phone. If you find a young person who doesn't have a phone, it feels as if they are disconnected from the world. Yes. Everybody wants the latest phone, the latest model. They have to be with the data. So technology is the way to go. And everything is going tech and digital. So we can't stop it. Instead, how do we use it to benefit ourselves? The good part of technology is that now you don't have to go to school to study to be an accountant, to be a doctor for you to know how to eat well. You can just get on your phone. We talked about diet. Just get on your phone and ask yourself, put in your age, and put in your weight, and ask it, what is my body mass? What is my body mass weight? You know, my body mass index. It will give you all that information. Or what's the best food to eat at the age of 30? It will give you that information. What is the best meal of breakfast, lunch? You know, all this information. So as young people, if we will take advantage of this information, the rich information, and help and use it to be able to enhance our lifestyle.
Okay, that's beautiful. Do you think that digital lifestyle, like gaming, social media, creates more positive or negative impacts on a youth, and why?
Gaming, did you talk about betting?
Gaming.
I have had issues not only with young people but even with husbands and wives that are betting. Have you had any success story in that area?
Not really.
I am yet to hear one.
But I think maybe they are there.
I don't think there are many if they are there. And that's what we have just talked about. How do you save? Social media has come. You cannot sustain a successful life on betting. Betting is a chance. You can't live life as a chance. You have to be sure of tomorrow. Sometimes you have to make decisions and know, I'm going to class, I'm going to do this paper, I feel ready to do this paper. Every day you cannot live your life on chance. Nakalia si kalie, nakalia si kalie. Bobato kalide, you die. Which take a day. You can't live life on chance. It's not sustainable. It will bring you back into stress management. You always be stressed because you're not sure. But there is no way you can work hard. They say hard work pays. You're working hard. You're good at what you do. You're developing a skill. You're adding value to yourself. You're working and looking for opportunities in offices. You might get so many no's. No. But one day you will walk into a door and they will accept you because you're ready for the opportunity. So when we come to social media, let's look at the things that are benefiting. The gaming is just a life of chance. It's a lotto. It's a lottery. Lottery comes once. You know, even the people who organize lottery cannot organize it every month. So bakunganya from so many people. But how many have
really tried?
So out of like maybe 1,000, you find only 2 have won. So that's a game. It's a chance game. So as young people, we shouldn't live on chances. We should make sure that we build life on a firm foundation. You're sure I have my papers. You're sure I have a skill. I've developed a skill. I am just waiting for capital to come. But I know I have the experience to run this business. I have the experience. I have the academics. I am positioned. The capital with Jira. I know what to do. That is a skill which you cannot live on chance.
Wow, that's beautiful. How do peer influence shape the lifestyle and habits of a young person?
Very good. Peers. Peers are friends that you spend with a big part of your life. And you can't avoid them because you can't live the world in isolation. So peers are very good in that they help you. They are the mirror. You know, like the way they say opposition is the mirror of the government. Your peers will tell you, Alice, this one is wrong. Today you've done this. They will tell you that, right? Because they are your friends. They don't fear you and they are free with you. And they've grown up with you, or maybe they know you in a certain way. So they will tell you. So they help you to be able to mirror yourself, to be able to see the areas of weakness, and also be able to appreciate your areas of strength. Your peers know Julie is very good. When we come be a media or Julie mulete. Nebe mtu okamubyo okufumba emmere ya Julie tamanyi nakoza masepichi oyo tomuwanga kufumba mata kubanga bwe mata kana afumba kajja kola kikufa lwaki tamanyi kuoza sepichi. So they know your weaknesses and they also know your strengths, so they are very good. They will tell you, but when they tell you, sit down as Julie and ask yourself, kino kye bangambye kituufu oba si kituufu, oba ne bankwadde bagambye all of us on this day fenna tugenda maybe in this particular place we are all going to go to Mombasa and have fun. Yes, we are all going to go to Mombasa and have fun. We are 6 of us. Fenna tugenda kwambala white, the theme color is going to be white. Webuze financially, the other ones are going to pay. What is my financial status? Me as Alice,
you do a check.
As an individual. So whereas we would love the peers, would love the group effort, would love the bandwagon, it's also good when sometimes you come to your solitude as an individual. No gamba, yes, tugenda gena Mombasa, I would love to go. Nzi sobola, will I pay that 2 million for Mombasa? Am I willing to blow it away? If I got that 2 million and I paid for a course and I paid for a diploma, and that 2 million can actually pay for a diploma in law, and you study and finish it, will I have added value to myself? Does it qualify me for a better job? Does it qualify me? Will I have added value? So the peers are very good in helping us and showing us and touching us and reflecting. But you come back to your life as an individual and you weigh advantages and the disadvantages, the pros and the cons, and then you make an informed decision.
Well, I like a saying where they say, let people advise you, but never let them decide for you. But again, better still, I've seen friends, peers that want to look good always in your face. So they never point out your mistakes because they know you're going to be mad at them. So you've not given them a room for them to say the nasty things that you do in your life so that you can actually fix them in any way. But they keep on praising you. They keep praising you even when you're wrong. So those are not good. I don't think they are good.
Those are not nice friends. Well, you need people who can be truthful once in a while and tell you. And you can also let them know.
All right. Let me. We are now drawing closer to conclusion. I think this is going to be my last question because of time. In your experience, how do family dynamics impact the lifestyle choices of a young person or a youth?
Wonderful. It's nice to talk about family. Family is the best place to be. Everybody needs to have a place called family. Because when everything fails, you have to go back to family. So family needs to be the safe haven. It needs to be the paradise of your nanga biganye. Then you go to family. So family, we need to build family in a way that whether good or bad, someone needs to see family as the fallback position. I've realized that when young people are not, when they don't have a supportive family, they hide who they really are. They come home and you see a quiet child, so humble, mama mwana ngata yogera, but you go to school and they tell you this one is wild. And the parent is saying, no, mwana wange says, I can't believe they can. Why? Because they portray a different image at home and they display their true character when they are in the environments that support who they really are. So we want family to be the place. Let the child be themselves. Let them bring their friends at home. However crazy their friends are, let them bring at home. And then you will know that, oh, I need to guide here. I need to direct here. I always tell my daughter is now 16 years. So I told her, bring all your friends. I give her my phone, chat with whoever you want to chat with. Then when sometimes I'm alone and I'm going through her chats, I realize here, I need to give direction. But you let her be herself. I want her to know I can tell my mama anything and everything. Yeah. So she always tells me, can you imagine this person? Hey, mommy, I got a new catch. And I'm like, hey, tell me about it. Then I'll also tell her, you know, when I was in your class, when I was your age, also this happened, you know. You relate with her. You let her know you step into her shoes. Other than saying, I never want to see you with any boy. I never want to see you boy with any girl. When you put those guards, when they come home, they will play, role play at home. And when they go elsewhere, they will be their true character. So it's very good for family to be a safe haven where the guards are down and people are free to be themselves. They don't lock themselves in bedrooms. And you ask yourself, now this one is isolating themselves. There must be a question mark. Why do we eat? When we are all at supper time, you make home, you make it. It doesn't just come, you make it. When it is supper time, those are the best moments for us at home. Because everyone is on supper. Then everyone will bring their KB. And everyone will want to converse. Then you will hear all the stories that you have never heard before. So family should be supportive. Family should help people to put their guards down and be themselves so that they are guided and protected and also shown the right way.
That's beautiful, but a true African mother will do the opposite. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. Yes. We are very grateful that you've been part and partial of this conversation. We were talking about lifestyle and where we define lifestyle. These are interests, behaviors or behavior-oriented of an individual, group or culture. So it's what the life that you live in simple terms.
Right.
And I've been with Alice in studios. Alice, thank you so much for this beautiful conversation. I absolutely loved the conversation. I hope even the one who is watching there, you're doing us justice. You're picking a leaf to apply in their lives. Yes. Thank you so much for making it here.
Thank you for the show.
I'm really grateful. Say bye to the viewer.
Thank you so much, viewers. I just pray that every person who is there, whoever is watching, thank you for watching. Please continue to watch and share your comments. Tell us what you'd love to hear more and more and what you liked, what you learned. But we continue to say good decisions always have results and hard work pays. And be patient. There are skills that money cannot buy. Things like patience, things like hard work, determination. No, those are skills. Sleep, good decision making. All those are skills. Money cannot buy them. So you can't say, I don't have money. I can't be disciplined. I can't be a good person. No, those things money cannot buy. So build them, have a good lifestyle, and you will have a very flashy and interesting future.
It's been Hard Talk in Check. So we thank you so much for watching. Well, for views, comments, or suggestions, keep them coming. And they're very vital, by the way, for the show to grow. And we shall be more than welcome to receive them. Well, the show is proudly brought to you by Destiny Production. Destiny Production, we do quite a lot of things. Those that want to cover weddings and introductions, we are the best people to talk to and give you the best services ever at the cheapest price.
Right.
So pre-weddings, birthday parties, please contact us, book with us. Tuina PS system, tuina mizinda rujiri ejukubani jimalayo. So you have a crusade, you have a concert, you have a small function that you want to hold anywhere, maybe around your home or somewhere else. Please come and hire. We have very good cameras. We have a musical school. You want to learn vocals. So those that want to sing, musicians upcoming, big ones, mujem supporting, and temufune services enungi. So don't isolate yourself. We are the answers to your question. Well, with all we had time for today on the show Hard Talk, my name is Julie Merona. Catch you again next time, same time. Be blessed.